Justin Lee Schultz. Do you know that name? Well, Americans do. He's got over 600,000 followers on Instagram. He's from South Africa. He's 15. He's a musician. He didn't want to get into pop music. He didn't want to get into hip hop. He didn't want to get into rock. He got into jazz. This must be your influence, Dad. Julius, good morning. Welcome, whole family.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Goeiemorgen.
How long have you been living in America?
For 7 years now. It'll be 7 years in December.
Okay.
He was a baby when he went.
Yeah.
He's still a baby.
He'll always be your baby. So it's a very, very interesting story on how you got there. I mean, we hear of families moving overseas for following their son or their daughter's career. I mean, there's a few soccer players. There's one soccer player that I know. He's 12 and great soccer player. Got into the Leicester City Academy in the Premiership.
Oh, wow.
Whole family has to move.
Packed up and went.
Whole family gone for the son's career. He might not make it. No, but that's the thing. An academy
Yes.
you can be in the academy, and after 1 year they say, yeah, no thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
So you guys left South Africa when?
2015, December 2015.
2015, and this
Yeah.
was to give your son the best possible chance at a music career.
And my daughter.
And your daughter, yes.
Yes. So that was the idea when he started playing in 2012 when he was 5, and she started playing as well. I felt that I needed to raise the ceiling, if that makes sense, and also just to give them opportunity for, like, music education is much better in the States.
Yeah.
So that was one of the main reasons.
Because in South Africa you did one of the talent shows.
Yes, we did. South Africa's Got Talent. They came third in 2013.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so...
And how old would you have been then?
I was 6 and my sister was 9.
Yeah.
Oh.
The JLS experience.
Yes.
And then Dad was like,
Hey?
this is it, we're going to...
Yes.
We off to... But you didn't go to LA first. You went...
We first moved to a place called Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Okay.
Yes, and I got a job as a music director at a church.
Okay.
That's how we ended up going. And the idea behind moving was to give them to get into school and to go to university and then pursue their careers. But obviously, social media made everything speed up.
Yes, it does accelerate it.
Yes, yeah. So
so now then you moved to LA.
So then we moved to North Carolina. Then we moved to Los Angeles.
Okay.
And we moved to Los Angeles. Yeah. And in the 7 years that we've been in the States, we've been to Quincy Jones's house.
Oh, wow.
He invited Justin. He sent Justin a DM on Instagram, and I first thought it was somebody fake, but it turned out to be him. And we ended up at his house in Los Angeles. Justin played for him, and then we ended up we done the Iconic Junior show. We did
Little Big Shots.
Steve Harvey's Little Big
Harvey.
Shots, and then we were on Nickelodeon's American Most Musical Family from South Africa.
Sure. I love these expat families where the kids speak in the American accent and the dad's still very much South African.
And for you, Justin, do you remember that early part of your career, let's call it, when you were 6 and 7 on South African television?
Yeah, I do remember like bits and pieces of it, like not everything. I remember we did South Africa's Got Talent,
Yes.
and the green room was like this underground dungeon that we would just all hang in for 15 hours and then go on stage for 2 minutes and then go back to the dungeon. So yeah,
That's what you remember.
that's what I remember. Yeah,
That's not a good memory. Expose our country like
yeah, but I mean, like we all had fun.
Yeah.
You know, it was fun.
A star was born.
But there's a long list of people that you've rubbed shoulders with. Stevie Wonder as well.
Yeah, I just met Stevie. I think it was 2 months ago. It was funny because there's this thing called the NAMM convention in Los Angeles where all musicians come together. And then we got this random text like, Stevie wants to meet you. He's leaving in 30 minutes. Come as soon as you can. And we live 20 minutes from where Stevie was at. So then we literally had to rush. I got dressed. That was the quickest I've ever gotten ready.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's Stevie. And then we talked for a bit, and then we hung out, took some pictures.
So what did he say to you?
So first, I didn't know he was.
He said, it's good to see you. No, he really did.
No. He said, Justin, I've heard your stuff online. Like, you're great. Love your renditions of my stuff. So I was shocked that he knew who I was. So that was a surreal moment in itself for me.
You've
Sure.
also connected with another South African favorite, Jonathan Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It's been cool. I mean, I've known him for 10 years or something. We opened for him when I was 5.
When
He
was
did a
in South Africa. And Jonathan Butler actually plays on his debut album.
on my album, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating story. And tell me this. So now are you out and out professional musicians, or do you have? Because Dad's also part of the band. You see.
Yeah.
Do you? Are you just gigging? I know you're doing a bit of a tour now, but when you're back in LA, I know it's quite hectic to pay them bills in Los
Oh,
Angeles.
yes. you actually have to be out of Los Angeles to live
in Los Angeles.
Yeah, so that's why we're out of Los Angeles to live in Los Angeles.
To pay the Los Angeles bills.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's been a fun ride. It's been a fun ride. Los Angeles, they always wanted to move to Los Angeles. My daughter and Justin, and I said never, never, and yeah. So I said never, but here we are in Los Angeles today, and I mean it's been a good move. It's been fun.
So your daughter
Yes.
got a scholarship to study at Berklee College of Music.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Wow, what a
So
premises that is.
Yeah, so she got a full ride at Berkeley, but she didn't take it yet because of COVID, and she was going to do it next year. But she's going on tour with Dave Cars next year, and then she goes on tour with Dave Cars for 5 months, and then she goes on tour with Sheila E for 2 months.
Sure, booked and busy.
So Berkeley can wait, eh?
Yeah, that's her right there. Yes.
Come on, jump on a mic.
Yeah.
Jump on a mic.
I love this. You've almost done it like the Kardashians, Julius, with your kids' names. Hey?
Yeah, there's.
Hey? Jamie Lee and Justin Lee, and you being Julius. You were building an empire from the beginning.
Yes, and then also, so my wife's birthday is March 8th. Justin is February 8th. Jamie Lee is June 8th. Wow. So that's what you call family planning.
That's
Yes.
it. That's it.
That's what you call family.
Well, good morning, Jamie Lee.
Hi,
Are you ready for that American college system?
I'm ready. Yeah.
But it
Totally.
seems as though you've got a lot going on.
Yeah, there's
I mean,
a lot on my plate.
Yes. I mean, how are you going to be balancing the touring and those amazing opportunities, and then obviously having to check in at school?
I think I'm gonna do online school so I can tour, and then once I finish the show, I go back on the tour bus and do schoolwork.
Amazing.
It's like a real.
Eh?
And she does a video editing for some of the record labels, like she does, like when the artist does the music videos.
Yes.
She edits them.
It's a fantastic story, and you are like pure musicians because you play. What instruments do you play?
I play drums, bass, keys. Yeah, that's it.
All of that. And Justin, what do you play?
So my primary is piano, but then I do guitar, bass. I picked up sax in like 2 months ago, and then I do this thing called a harpeggi. It's like a hybrid instrument, and then talk box, and then I sing as well. So
So I just play guitar.
Okay, and mom, what does mom do?
she listens.
She listens.
mom keeps sending the
so,
likes.
so Justin only started playing guitar during the pandemic, and he got endorsements probably from 4 different companies. So we have between guitars and bass guitars over 35 at home. We had to get a big house in Los Angeles just to accommodate his music instruments.
Sure. Now, mom, I want mom just to come on the microphone quickly here, who always just sits in the background.
Always.
Now, mom, well, what do you do? How often do you say to your beautiful family, "Hey guys, why don't we just all get a real job?"
Never.
Never.
No.
You're
I enjoy
roughly-
the music though.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And Mom, how do you feel about the fact that you birth such talented people, man?
No, but how do you feel like the fact that they've left you out of the band?
No, believe me, she tries to sing.
I
She'll
do.
be like-
I try my best every day.
When she was pregnant with Jamie Lee, and she would sing to Jamie Lee, I would stop the car and say, please don't sing to my
You're ruining.
yeah, you ruined my kids' ears. but other than that, I mean, she's an amazing mom. She's an amazing support system to us. So yeah, I'm grateful for that.
Now, I want to ask you this: 600,000 followers on Instagram. That's a hell of a lot of followers on Instagram. Do you make any money off of that?
We started monetizing his Instagram and her Instagram
And then also the YouTube channels
and the
as well.
YouTube channels as well.
Because you
Just
hear all
recently.
these stories of, people are making a living off of just
Oh yes,
Instagram.
I have a friend in. We have a friend
In the UK, Jeremy Lynch, and that's the only thing he does, like content creation.
and he drives a Lamborghini.
where they get the money. It's like how? I mean, where is it all coming from?
Yeah.
It's not just from likes. Can't be.
No,
Yeah, it's from views and stuff.
ad revenue, I think.
Ad
Yeah.
revenue,
Yeah,
No, it's,
I don't know.
It's a big community.
Yeah.
Big,
It is.
big community.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a live performance. You guys have got to be on the Cape Town Jazz Festival next
Yeah.
year.
Okay.
We'd love to be on.
No,
it.
you're saying okay, like I'm making the decision.
Yes. No, you are.
We're putting it in the universe.
Manifest.
Yeah. Would that be a dream come true to be
That
in the
would
Cape
be-
Town Jazz Festival?
Yeah,
would
for
be-
sure.
That would be.
Because what are the other big jazz festivals in the world?
There's
North
there's
Sea.
North Sea Jazz, Java Jazz Festival. What else are there?
Then we've played most of the jazz festivals in the States. Like
Yeah.
you name them, we've played them, and we set up to be playing them in 2023 as well.
A question I wanted to ask. I mean, South African jazz is just magical and brilliant.
Yes.
What are Americans saying about South African jazz, especially you being South African and working that side?
No, they love it. They love South African jazz. I mean, Yuma Skela's name always comes up, and obviously Jonathan Butler, and they have a huge respect. They have a huge respect. We did the Dave Cos cruise this past year, and we did Hometown Throwdown.
So you have to do songs like from where you're from.
From yeah,
So
and
some people did like Minneapolis, like Prince stuff, and then like
and we did a full South African set, and the people loved it.
Amazing.
People
Who
loved it.
did
yeah.
you play?
We played me, you know.
yeah, because like I write my own stuff, but then like he writes his own stuff because he was like a solo artist before like we came around. So he had his own stuff, and then we did that because it's more.
Yeah.
So Dad, how was your career before your kids got involved?
Like I was playing, but when they started playing, I sort of like took a back seat, but now I'm getting back into it. You know,
Okay.
I'm getting back into it. So I'm planning to release a couple of singles next year, and then when I turn 50. In the next 15 years,
then you release an album.
I'll release it.
All right. Well, we want to hear it all. We've got an ad break. We've got news. We'll let you get set up.
Okay.
Great.
I've watched the videos, and it's just incredible.
Yeah, and
What his family puts together.
I must just say that I fan freaked on you yesterday. I'm such a fan of yours. So I mean, I listened to all your pranks that you did over the years, and yeah, you've been a great joy in our lives. You know.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
Yeah, so we're excited to be here.
Awesome. Now, just before we perform, there's this instrument. Like jazz, there's a whole bunch of other instruments.
Yes.
Yeah, I've never seen this instrument that Justin, what is this? He's like sticking a pipe in his mouth. It looks like he's on life support in the hospital.
Yeah, so it's basically called a talk box. So
A what?
A talk box.
A talk box.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
no doubt, a talk box.
A talk box. A talk box.
so the sound from this keyboard goes to this thing on the floor, and then it amplifies that through the tube. So that's like the sound of the keyboard, and whatever you do with your mouth, like you mouth the words, then that'll come through. So if I say like wah wah wah, like yeah.
Can you say KFM Mornings?
KFM Mornings.
Yes.
But I promise you, if you can see this on like Facebook, it's like he's on life support. He's got this tube in his mouth. All you need is like a drip and life support, and do your show like that.
I'm set.
Is this like a common instrument that jazz musicians use?
So not really. So Roger Troutman is,
Like that song.
Oh yeah, Roger Troutman. Yeah.
He uses that.
and then also on the Bruno
I
Mars.
had no idea
thing-
who Roger Troutman was, by the way.
Or like 24 karat Bruno Mars.
Tonight, I just wanna take.
That's talk boxes.
Is that you singing or is that Bruno Mars? do that again.
I just wanna take you away. Through your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party off right.
My goodness, I can see why you made it in Los Angeles.
This boy could not be an accountant.
And I love how you perform with your entire body. It's the face, it's in the shoulders. Oh.
And your life support machine. All you need is you know what you say of his drums? Get me a heart rate machine here. Boop, 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 boop. All right, I want to hear this. All right, let's give Justin Lee Schultz a nice warm Cape Town welcome. Over to you, my man.
When I see you on the street, my whole body gets weak. When you're standing in the crowd, your love talks to me so loud. Girl, do I do what you do? Your sweet sexy voice turns my ear all the way on. Just a mention of your name seems to drive my head insane. Girl, do I do what you do when I do surrender my love to you. My life has been waiting for your love. My arms have been waiting for your love to arrive. My arms have been waiting and so anticipating your love. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? All I do is think about you, my cherry amor. What a little
There it is, Justin Lee Schultz. Let me tell you, he was playing the keyboard, the guitar, he was singing, and he was the
Talk box.
the life support machine too. He was doing all of that all at once.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Dad, if he'd come to you and said, "Listen, I actually want to be a plumber," okay,
Yeah.
what would you have said to him?
No. So I actually don't want my kids to play music because I know the music industry.
Yes.
So if he comes to me tomorrow and say, "Dad, I want to be a pilot or a plumber," I'm like, "Dude, go for it."
Yeah.
So, but obviously
Not
that's not
easy.
going to happen. Obviously that's not going to happen.
And I mean, jazz music is a real sort of connoisseur type of music. Pop music, you weren't interested in pop music, Justin?
Well, at the start, no, but like now I am. So
Yeah.
I'm just forging. I'm still trying to find what I want to do musically. So I'm
Yeah.
just like finding my sound. So I'm just messing around with a lot of things.
Well, that's good. Experiment. Thanks for coming in,
Thanks
and you're
so
back
much.
off to LA tomorrow.
No, we actually leave to East London today. We have a show in East London on Friday at the Guild Theatre. And then next week, we play in Johannesburg with Dr. Victor and the Rasta Rebels.
Okay, good.
And then the week after that, we play Durban with Judith Sapuma.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, summer of the Schultz family, love it.
Yeah.
So, and then we go back to Los Angeles.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming in,
Thanks so much
family.
for having me.
And
Schultz family.
enjoy being
Well done.
home.
Yes, we are definitely having a bunny chow and a Gatsby.
The most fun, laughter, and the most music.
To make you feel great.
Wakey, rise and shine.
Kfm Mornings with Darren, Shirley, and Sid. Monday to Friday.
6 to 9 a.m.